So as we flag across to Italy for your Serie A wrap-up, we have third versus fourth, Roma versus Fiorentina. Roma on a 6-game unbeaten run.
Yes, ever since Spalletti came in, I was pretty sure he's going to steady the ship, but he seems to have steadied the ship and also have them firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, El Salah getting on the score sheet in this one. So Roma continue that run to 7 games.
Yeah, and also defeating Fiorentina is no easy thing. They have been having a great season.
Yeah.
I really thought the game would have been closer, but this also shows the quality I believe that Roma always possessed.
Yeah.
They showed that at the beginning of the season. They sort of boiled down, fired Garcia, and now Spalletti comes back in, steadies the ship. They had a respectable performance against Real Madrid in the first leg of the Champions League. So I think if Roma is consistent, I'm pretty sure they could have a top finish at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But good result for Roma, and it's a good morale boosting game for El Shaarawy.
Yeah. This victory actually brings Roma up to third, but they're already in third place, but cementing that third place with 56 points. And Fiorentina still in fourth, 3 points behind them with 53. So in other matches, we have Napoli versus Chievo. They came away victors by 3-1. They were scored upon first.
Yeah.
A terrible mistake by a defender, but then Higuain brought back some goals and they eventually got the victory, 3-1. Well done to Napoli, keeping the pressure on Juventus.
Yeah, the other Verona, since we're familiar with the other Verona, Hellas Verona, check out our video. But listen, Napoli scored some amazing goals. It was like an expert tutorial on how to do volleys or one-time shots.
Yeah.
So I love that game. I think Napoli, if they play like this, the thing is, Fiorentina, Napoli, I put them in the same boat.
Yeah.
Because they both have been playing really amazing attacking football. They just lack that consistency. But if Napoli keeps his form, Juventus need to keep on their toes because they are playing really exciting football.
Yeah. Speaking about consistency, that's where Juventus is right there. If you look up the word consistency in the dictionary, I'm sure you're going to see a Juventus stamp.
You'll probably
right
see
next
a
to
logo
it.
with Juventus.
Yeah. So Juventus in action versus Atalanta. Same old story. Victory for the old lady. 2-0 winners in this one. Well done to them. They actually played the game after Napoli, so they knew they needed to win this one, and they did that. So well done to them.
Credit to them. It's an interesting week Juventus had. So they defeated Inter over the weekend, which is a great victory for them. There's a huge rivalry. Then the Coppa Italia, they seem to have an insurmountable lead. Then Inter decides to turn up, apparently, and smash them. Now Juventus made it through on penalties. So a lot of people, this is where Juventus show their character though.
Yeah.
A lot of teams would probably go through a little bumpy spell. They come back and do business as usual against a tricky Atalanta. Guys like Maxi Morales and so on. They got a really important victory. And it was important for them to do that because they could easily slip away. But that's not what Juventus do. So good victory for Juventus. 17
wins out of 18 games. And Mr. Buffon has 8 consecutive clean sheets.
Yeah.
So you have a really good defense, extremely good goalkeeper. So good times for Juventus. They stay on top of Serie A with 64 points. In 2 other matches that we're just going to highlight really briefly here, even though I know Andre mightn't like that.
Yeah.
We have Sassuolo versus AC Milan. Milan lost this one by 2-0. Now this matchup, Sassuolo having a good season thus far.
Yes.
Actually being in 7th place, right behind Milan. So this victory, gives Milan a little bit of competition, even though Milan actually had a good run thus far.
Yeah, form goes straight out the window.
Yep.
Everybody thought when Sassuolo got rid of Zaza, or Zatsa, they would have...
However you want to pronounce it.
Yeah, well, probably lacked some goal-scoring potency. But, they shocked Milan, and it shows you form goes out the window. Milan were actually doing okay. We were praising. They were starting to get some form. They lose.
Yeah, some really good form. That's actually their first defeat in 10 games so far. Balotelli got the start, but really didn't make a difference. He looked lost on the right wing. So tough luck for him. Who's to say if he's going to stay there or he might just head back to Liverpool.
Yeah, who knows what's going on, Mario? I mean, it seems like he's just not scoring goals anywhere he goes.
Yeah.
So it'll be a curious saga to see where he ends up.
Probably a cricketer.
Yeah, he'll probably play another sport. Yeah. Apparently, he is heavily invested in fashion right now. They've seen him in pictures all over Milan and all these fashion shows. So yeah, maybe he's going for modeling. Yeah.
So tough luck there, Milan. Inter Milan, though, they were in action versus Palermo. And well done, Andre's team winning this one by 3-1. And I'll give you 1 second to explain this whole game.
Inter Milan is awesome.
That's 2 seconds.
Oh, but like a quick touch, Inter Milan, we just said form goes out the window. Inter Milan have been struggling. They had a horrible 2016.
Yeah.
Everything seems to be going wrong. You'd probably expect them to lose.
And they come
win.
on win.
They can win.
Icardi scores.
Yeah, Icardi scores. Listen, it's really difficult to predict Inter Milan at times. But I really believe that Juventus victory will be a catalyst because Inter showed what they were capable of finally.
Catalyst. You can spell that?
Big catalyst. No, I don't. No. We don't have time to spell the word according to the director. So, but listen, Inter Milan. I think that Juventus win will serve them well going into the end of the season.
Yes. So if we head to the Serie A table, we see Juventus on top with 64, Napoli in second with 61, Roma in third with 56, Fiorentina in fourth with 54, Inter Milan run off the top 5, and AC Milan in 6th place.